Hello students, welcome to the class 12 macroeconomics class in which we are discussing chapter 9 excess demand and deficient demand, and we have already discussed about the excess demand and deficient demand. What is excess demand, what is inflation, and what is deficient demand, and how deflation created in the economy. Today we will discuss the policy measures to control excess demand and deficient demand. How government prepare policy to control excess demand and deficient demand in the economy. What are those policies through which government control the situations in the economy? There are two situations through which two policies through which government control these two situations prevailed in the economy, that is inflation and deflation. These two policies are number one, fiscal policy measures, and number two, monetary policy measures. Today we will discuss in detail about the fiscal policy measures. What is fiscal policy measures? Whom do you consider fiscal policy or fiscal policy measures? Fiscal policy refers to a budgetary policy, that is, in the year while preparing the budget, the government decides in its budget that where from revenues will be collected and come in the economy throughout the year, and where these collected revenues will be expended in the economy. These are the revenue and expenditure decided in the budget by the government while preparing its budget each year. So, fiscal policy is the budgetary policy through which government controls the economy. What about the situation, whether it is inflationary situation or whether it is deflationary situation in the economy? Let us consider the instruments through which government control the inflationary and deflationary situation in the economy. These are the various instruments of fiscal policy measures of the government through which government control inflation and deflation. Let us consider one by one. The first is government revenue. As we have seen that in fiscal policy, government decides the revenue and expenditure. So in revenue, where from revenue will be collected throughout the year by the government. These are the taxes Second one, public debt, and third one, deficit financing. These are the three main sources through which government collects revenues in the economy to mitigate its various expenditure in the economy, that is for government expenditure. Let us consider one by one. First one is taxes. What is tax? Whom do you call tax in the economy? Tax is a compulsory payment to the government according to prescribed laws. Tax, it is a compulsory payment that each and every individual who are residing in our country, institutions also, they have to make a payment to the government every year as a tax. This is called tax. The tax is of two types. One is direct tax, another one is indirect tax. What is direct tax? The tax amount which is directly paid to whom it is levied by the government to the government. That is, if I am a person, the government decided to pay tax by me on my income, then I have to pay this income tax to the government directly, not to any other person in the economy. That is why it is called direct tax. The person or institution to whom it is levied by the government, and if it is directly paid to the government, then it is called direct tax. And what is indirect tax? The tax levied by the government on various services, various commodities, but it should not be paid by directly that person to the government. That is sales tax. It is imposed on various goods and services by the government from time to time. But this sales tax is not paid by the seller to the government. Seller will collect these taxes, sales tax, from the consumers. The actual payer of this tax, sales tax, is the consumer. But consumer is not paying this tax directly to the government. They are paying it to the seller, and seller will deposit this amount of tax to the government. That is why it is called indirect tax. The consumer is paying indirectly the sales tax to the government, not directly to the government. That is why it is called indirect tax. The GST, excise duty, all these are the examples of indirect tax. Income tax is the direct tax. Now come to the second, public debt, through which government collect revenues from the economy. What is this? Public debt. It refers to the borrowings by the government from the public through issuing securities. By issuing various kinds of securities from time to time, which is decided by the government according to his policy, decided, and sell it to the public and in this way government can collect revenue from the economy. And third one is deficit financing. If the government is going to print new currency or issue new currency to mitigate its various expenditure of that year, then it is called deficit financing. These are the three sources through which government collects revenue from the economy in the given year. Now, come to the second, government expenditure. Government expenditure. The various expenditures made by the government in the economy is called government expenditure. These are the expenditures which are considered must be these expenditures must be made by the government to mitigate the various economic problems. Number one, the expenditures is public works programs like construction of roads, dams, bridges, flyovers, buildings, etc. Education and public welfare made by the government, and defense of the country and maintenance of law and order, provision of subsidies to producers to encourage production. These are the various expenditures which are compulsory payments by the government to maintain, to run the economy smoothly. These are the 5 expenditures. Let us consider once again. One is public works programs like construction of road, bridge, dams. Number 2, education and public welfare programs. Number 3, defense of the country and maintenance of law and order. And number 4, provision of subsidies to production to encourage production. These 4 expenditures must be made by the government to maintain the economy or to run the economy smoothly. Let us consider the situation if prevailed in the economy. What is the situation? The inflationary situation if prevailed in the economy, then how the government will control this inflationary situation in the economy. Let us depict it on the diagram. Here is the inflationary situation prevailed in the economy. ES, ED, and this is inflation. IOS. If the situation prevailed, the situation prevailed in the economy, then how government will control this inflationary situation in the economy? The first one, the tax. The government should impose new taxes and raise the rate of existing taxes to control inflationary situation in the economy. And in this way, the government should impose new taxes. It will reduce the disposable income, consumption by household sector and investment by producer sector will fall, aggregate demand is reduced and excess demand is corrected. Likewise, second one, public debt or borrowing. The government should increase public debt or borrowing. It will reduce the disposable income, consumption by household sector and investment by producer sector will fall, aggregate demand is reduced and excess demand is corrected. And third one, deficit financing. Government should reduce deficit financing. It will reduce the supply end of money. It will reduce the disposable income, consumption by household sector and investment by producer sector will fall, aggregate demand is reduced and excess demand is corrected. In this way, government can control inflationary situation in the economy. Let us consider the fiscal measures related to government's expenditure or government spending. To control excess demand, government should reduce its expenditure on non-development and unproductive works. It will reduce the supply of money. It will reduce the level of AD in the economy. It will help to correct excess demand. In this way, the government can control the inflationary situation in the economy.